As is love doesn't exist. Episode 57.
The comb and pearl box that were given to me will be handed over to an appraiser who is an expert in art as soon as the sun rises. Referring to the fact that he is a disciple of teacher Kim Dong-han, I plan to find out his connection to the poem, White Knight. If no evidence is found, there is no choice but to conduct an extensive investigation. It may not be easy to find evidence of what happened 100 years ago. But if I search around her great-grandfather and Kim Dong-han, I will definitely find a thing or two. Looking at this pearl box, I remembered the things she said while crying alone a few nights ago.
Great-grandfather, were you the one who brought me back 10 years ago? Did you want me, as your last descendant, to resolve this injustice? But to do that, I need evidence. What should I do if there is only a comb left behind?
And when I realized that everything she said that I didn't believe was true, my mind went completely blank and I couldn't think of anything. Then, the idea of finding a pearl box for her crossed my mind, and as soon as I got back from Suwon, I headed straight to Professor Kim's house. I didn't believe everything that Monk Jongseon said, but maybe Professor Kim's mother had intentionally exchanged it with Kim Yun-hai. Then, wouldn't her life be shorter because she had prolonged Kim Yun-hai's life? When I thought like that, I couldn't look her in the eye because I felt the blood in my whole body flowing backwards.
I died in the winter when I was 27 years old.
You must be kidding me. This doesn't make sense. Why did that child die? I miss her too, but I don't want to see her again. I feel ashamed and hateful for living alone like an idiot, accepting this big secret. Then, when I imagine her making an expressionless face at me again, I feel nauseous.
Seon told me that she liked you, not Gui-hyun.
Why did that child have to listen to Gui-hyun Hyung's words? Why didn't she tell me about the unfair treatment she suffered from him? This isn't something that can be solved just by thinking about it. Let's meet in person and talk. Choi Seon, can we meet for a moment? Is she asleep? Wait, she likes to write at night. She said she doesn't sleep at this hour. Is that possible? The bed was clean and the laptop she usually brought was nowhere to be seen. On the table was only the hair comb that I once gave her. The child disappeared without a trace.
The number you are calling is not active. Voicemail.
Ha! From night to morning, I called several times, but the phone was off. No matter how hard I think about where she went, there is no place that I know of. Actually, even if there are clues, there is no way to contact her directly. I have a place to stop by before going to work.
Okay. Where should I take you?
What brought you here? Early in the morning like this?
I came to have lunch with my father.
At this hour? Are you not going to work?
As you know, no one can say anything even if I don't go to work.
Excuse me, Director. Is Seon okay?
She used to be a bridesmaid at a wedding. The manager Young. Since she asked how she was, it seems like she still doesn't know that Seon disappeared last night.
We still communicate, but I'm still curious.
Yes, she's fine.
By the way, who is the person who called the boss father?
Stupid. He's Jong Ijin, the director of Midnight Sun Foods Inc. who married Seon. Wow. A part-time worker who turned into a rich daughter-in-law overnight. Cian really increased her status.
On the contrary, her status dropped from the boss's daughter to the wife of a mere director. I'll wait if you're still busy with work.
No, I'm here, not busy. Let's go home. Manager Park is at the company, so it's okay.
Just leave your work to me and go home slowly.
Then, I'll be right back.
Seeing his unimpressed face even though I suddenly came, it seemed like he didn't know where Cian was. Then I'll take you home, Dad. Strangely, I felt relieved because the man didn't know either.
Oh my, what happened?
I came to have lunch with you, Mom.
I was planning to make kalguksu for lunch, but I'm glad you came.
Wait here for a moment.
Okay. Is this the study room? Most of the books are related to corporate management, accounting, and marketing. That? The books that didn't seem to suit my father-in-law caught my attention. It seemed like everyone in this family liked this author. A happy writer every day. Drumstick. Author's signature. I got a signed copy after making a difficult request to the head of the publishing company through an acquaintance, even saying unreasonable things like my dream of becoming a novelist.
This is the only signed copy we received from the author, but since it was his request, we had no choice but to hold back these tears. Please price it.
As far as I know, I'm the only one who has a handwritten copy of this author, but apparently not. Suddenly the price of books at home seems to have dropped drastically. By the way, her handwriting is round like a woman's handwriting. And for some reason, her handwriting looks familiar. Where have I seen this writing?
I spent a whole week in a hotel. Didn't even take a step out of the room. I just wrote all day, except when I ate with room service and took a short nap. I sent a text message to my parents in advance telling them not to be surprised if I couldn't contact them for a while so I could focus on work. Okay, Cian, don't worry about us and work hard. I turned off my phone after receiving a reply from my parents. There's nothing wrong with feeling completely disconnected from the world for a week. No one can hurt me because no one is pulling me into new pain. Today's goal is complete. Now all that's left is to send an email to the publisher and have dinner. As soon as I saw the email title, I had a bad feeling. Are you comfortable staying at the hotel? I heard that you have a hard time leaving the house, but the author doesn't seem like that. I want to meet the author. If you set a time and place, I'll go there. What the heck is this? My parents and friends don't even know that I'm staying at the hotel, but the stalker who calls himself a loyal reader knows. Knowing my whereabouts also means that the stalker already knows who really I am.